Welcome back. It's been another violent weekend in the city of Chicago. While many run from crime scenes, some run towards the danger. This morning, our pal Ramblin' Ray Stevens bringing us Street Pastor Donovan Price. Good morning to you both.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good
Go ahead.
Elizabeth, you know, there's no reason for me to even talk today. The reason for me being here is to bring Pastor Donovan Price onto the show, because what this guy does for this city is absolutely amazing. I mean, you just said it. He runs to help people, and we always talk about why I come on Fox, and that's to do good in the neighborhood. Nobody does it like this guy. Solutionsandresources.org is where you'll go to find more details. If you want to donate a little money, he can't ask for that, but I can, because what he does for his ministry and the people of Chicago, unbelievable. Pastor Price, meet Elizabeth and Fox, man. These are good people.
We see it on your shirt, Street Pastor.
That's me.
I know you.
Yes, ma'am.
We're working, you know, what we do in the field.
Right.
But tell everybody what a street pastor does. What do you do?
Well, basically, in Chicago, there are street pastors all over the world. But in Chicago, when someone is shot or unfortunately killed, I get to the scene about 20 minutes after shots fired, work with the family there, next day escort them to the morgue, help them with the funeral, everything, and then circle back around and help them the rest of their lives.
How do you do this?
That part I don't know. God, basically. It's a calling.
I mean, you're sometimes up nonstop.
Absolutely.
24 hours,
Absolutely.
probably. What was your night like last night?
Last night, not that bad. I stopped by something that was possibly going on at the United Center, and then maybe one or two more shootings, but nothing too much.
How did you get into it?
I always say God snuck it in, but I started doing some community prayer events, and then the police department asked me to do some stuff with them, and then one thing led to another, and the next thing I know, I was off and running on this strange calling.
And Ray, your friend here just got kind of a big award.
He won the first ever Jesse Jackson Legacy Award, and what's cool about this, and when I had Pastor on the radio with me, when he was a young man, and he'll tell the story better than I, but he heard Jesse Jackson on the radio saying that he could be somebody. Look at this guy. He did it, man.
Did that inspire you?
Oh, absolutely. I think during that time period, as a young black kid on the south side of Chicago, I don't remember anything else about the Operation Push broadcast, but I remember him saying, you are somebody. You may be rich, but you are somebody. You may be poor, you are somebody. In any case, you are somebody. And that echoed through my lifetime.
Do you take that message and proclaim it to others?
Absolutely. I have to. In this city, sometimes even the city itself can be kind of dark.
What can be done? The multi-million-dollar question that we all ask ourselves, we all talk about. What do you think? You're out there every night. What do you think?
Well, I think it starts with the fact that, you know, I always tell people, how do we look at each other in the grocery store, when we walk outside? What are we breathing in? And of course, there's some people who can make some decisions, and if they sit down and think and ask questions from people like myself who are in the thick of it, then you'll find out that it's a lot of different stuff going on than what you might see on a camera or might see in a newspaper.
And don't just stay in an office.
No, that won't work.
That's not going to work.
No.
Today, we might learn who the new police superintendent is.
Absolutely.
Thoughts?
Well, I hope it's somebody from Chicago, number one. And I hope they're, you know, move smart, move strategically, but still keep it kind of firm, because at this point, that's what's necessary.
How can we help you? What can we do? We can't, I can't be out on the street. I can't become a street pastor, but what can the public do to help you in your work?
Well, I need a little bit of help with everything. You can be a street pastor and be a computer programmer. You can be a promo person. There's a lot of help that's needed. And so whatever you do it for the city. Do it for the little children. Do it for everybody, or unfortunately, it might happen on your front steps unless you do something right now.
Doing good in the hood can't top this, can it?
You can't. You know, and I always say to everybody, you know, out in the suburbs and out in the reaches where you think Chicago is in such dire trouble that you can't help, you can. And by and large, the people in these communities, they're just trying to live their life. It's 1% of the people that are doing the bad. This guy will accentuate the good. Helping inner city Chicago is more than putting a sign in your yard. Get involved. Solutionsandresources.org.
Perfect. Pastor Donovan Price, Ramblin' Ray Stevens, thank you, my friends. We appreciate your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Go get some sleep.
That's right.
All right, it's now 7:50.